it's Layla Shaver, your favorite compliance nerd, and I'm here to talk to you about compliance training and the problem with traditional compliance training. Listen, I know you guys have done continuing education. Why? Because many states now require IAR continuing education requirements. But what are you doing with your compliance people? What are you doing with your CCO to make sure they're keeping up with regulations and rules? They're keeping up with the guidance. Do you have any sort of training program? Maybe you do. Maybe you outsource it somewhere. But what's the problem with traditional training? They're recorded videos. They tend to be really generic. Sometimes they're even outdated. Like, let's be real, regulation changes. Sometimes the guidance shifts perspective on a particular rule. So it's important that you're keeping up with a training program that's dynamic, that keeps material and content fresh and up to date. But you want your compliance folks and your compliance officer, your chief compliance officer in particular, you want their experience not to be a mile wide and an inch deep. You want it to be a mile wide and a mile deep. You want them to know the ins and outs of compliance because they are your resident expert. They're the ones supposed to be keeping up with regulation, with guidance, with FAQs. They should be keeping up with what the SEC is requesting, what the states are requesting, what are the requirements, what are the issues coming up, what are the sweeps that are going to be happening or are happening. And you've got to make sure your CCO has that training. So a generic recorded video of some panel at a webinar that got recorded 3 years ago at some hotel, that's not going to cut it. You need something better for your compliance people. So what's the solution to the subpar, crappy training that's out there and the no training that you know you're not doing? Compliance U. We have built Compliance U to address the issues that are rampant in our industry when it comes to training compliance people and CCOs in particular. So when we're talking about Compliance U, we're talking about a course that allows us to train your CCO and compliance staff on rules and regulations. They're getting templates and resources that they get to use and implement in your business. We have a live training and Q&A where they're coming to us with their questions about the homework, about the content, and they're getting access to securities attorneys who are giving them guidance live. Not only that, but then they submit the homework so that our team of lawyers can review it and offer feedback so that it can be implemented in your business. And we stay here along with them for that journey so they continue to have the resources and support they need to be a key employee in your business, but to also make sure they're doing what they need to keep your business protected. After all, good compliance is good business. And so you need to make sure that the lead in your compliance department is getting training. So if you have challenges training your compliance staff, or more likely you just have no training at all and don't want to turn to some of this antiquated, boring content that's out there, then give us a call, 770-462-2118. We've opened up spots for our next session of Compliance University. So make sure to give us a call and nab one for your CCO today.